Wait, before you scroll, before your mind runs away again, just stay with me. Because what I'm about to say is not for everyone. It is only for the one whose soul has been speaking in silence. Tell me something. Have you been feeling tired? Not physically, but tired here? Place hand on chest. A heaviness you can't explain. A restlessness that has no reason. A longing that feels older than your memories. You look fine on the outside, but inside, something has been calling you, pulling you, whispering to you in the quiet moments. You don't talk about it. You don't know how to explain it, but you feel it. You feel like you're searching for something. Something you lost, something you once knew, something your heart recognizes, but your mind can't remember. Listen to me carefully. That feeling is not sadness. It is not loneliness. It is not confusion. It is your soul remembering its home. And if you truly understand what that means, your entire life will make sense. Not just today, not just tomorrow, but every moment before and after this one. So don't skip, don't rush, don't distract yourself. Because what you are about to hear is the message your soul has been waiting to receive since the day it entered your body. Stay, sit with me. Let your heart be still. Let your chest loosen. Let your eyes soften. Let your breathing slow. This is not just a video. This is a return to the place inside you that remembers Allah even when you forget everything else. And I promise you, if you stay until the end, you will not be the same person who began this video. You will feel something shift. You will feel something awaken. You will feel your soul come home. So let us begin. Your soul was with Allah before your body was born. My beloved brothers and sisters, before you ever opened your eyes in this world, before you ever took your first breath, before your heart began to beat inside your chest, your soul was already alive. It lived in a place where there was no rush, where no one raised their voice, where there was no competition, no jealousy, no comparison, no fear. A world of pure serenity. Your soul was not searching for love. It was already surrounded by the most perfect love, the love of the one who created it. There were no questions there, no confusion, no heartbreak, no waiting, no longing, just peace. A peace so deep that if your heart were to taste even one drop of it in this world, you would fall to your knees in tears. Your soul lived in that peace. It remembers that peace. And it has spent every moment of your life here, trying to return to it. This is why there is a quiet ache inside you that never goes away. Even when you are happy, even when everything is going well, even when the world seems to be on your side, there is a gentle space inside your chest that always feels like it is waiting for something. Something you cannot name, something you cannot see, something you cannot touch, but something real. Your soul is remembering where it came from. There are moments you feel it strongly. Late at night, when the world becomes quiet and your thoughts are louder. You stare at the ceiling or out of a window or into the darkness behind your closed eyes, and you feel something moving in your chest, something you cannot explain. Not sadness, not fear, not loneliness, just longing. A longing that feels ancient, a longing that feels older than your memories, older than your name, older than your face. Your soul is whispering, I used to be somewhere else. I used to know peace. I was not always here. I am older than this life. I remember Allah. And even though your tongue may not know how to pray, your soul is already praying. Even though your mind may not know what you are searching for, your soul is already searching. Even though your heart may not know what it is missing, your soul already knows. It is missing closeness to its Lord. This is why life in this world feels heavy. Not because you are weak, not because you are broken, not because you are failing, but because your soul is carrying the memory of a world without pain. And now it has been placed in a world where hearts break, where trust is lost, where people leave, where things fade, where nothing lasts. Your soul knows this world is not home. Have you ever wondered why no achievement ever feels like enough? You reach one goal and the joy fades. You get what you prayed for and then your heart wants something more. People praise you and yet you still question your worth. You love but you still feel something missing. This is not failure. This is your soul saying, this world cannot satisfy me. I was made for more. I came from more. I am returning to more. Your soul remembers standing before your Lord. It remembers the closeness, the warmth, the gentleness, the safety, the love. It remembers being known without needing words, being understood without needing to explain, being held without being touched. And now in this world, you are trying to replace that feeling with people, with achievements, with moments, with distractions, with approval, with temporary love. But nothing is enough, because nothing here can recreate what your soul had with Allah. Your soul is older than your pain, older than your trauma, older than your memories, older than your identity, older than your name. Your soul has seen things your eyes have never seen. Your soul has heard things your ears have never heard. Your soul has known peace. Your heart has not yet understood. This is why sometimes when you hear the Quran, or sit in silence, or look at the sky, or watch the rain fall, or hear your own breathing, or feel your own heartbeat, something inside you trembles. You do not know why you are emotional, but tears rise, your chest softens, your eyes warm, your hands loosen, your breathing slows. Your soul is waking up. It is remembering. It is saying, that is the voice of the one I knew. That is the peace I was created for. That is where I came from. That is where I will return. Your soul is not empty. Your soul is calling you home. We have Lord affairs. The heart recognizes before the mind understands. My beloved brothers and sisters, there are moments in your life where your heart reacts before your mind even understands what is happening. You meet someone for the first time, yet your heart feels something warm, familiar, soft. You do not know them. You have no history, no shared past, no memories together. Yet something inside you whispers, I have seen you before. I recognize you. I know you. Your tongue remains quiet, but your chest feels it. Your soul feels it. Your soul recognizes what your eyes do not yet understand, because the heart sees differently. It does not use logic. It does not use memory. It does not use time. The heart sees through the soul. The soul has knowledge. The mind has forgotten. There are connections in this world that did not begin here. There are bonds that were written before the first leaf ever touched the earth, before the sun rose for the first time, before your parents met, before your name was given to you. Your soul has met souls long before your body ever met bodies. This is why sometimes you meet someone and something inside you sighs, as if it finally found something it has been searching for all your life. It is not love at first sight. It is recognition, a remembering from a time before time. Your mind says, this makes no sense. Your heart replies, but it feels true. You cannot explain it. You cannot prove it. You cannot describe it. Yet you feel it with a certainty deeper than words, because the heart speaks a language the tongue does not understand. And then there are moments when you meet someone and everything in your chest tightens. Not because they harmed you, not because they said or did something, but because your soul recognizes a lesson, a warning. a test. Not all recognition is comfort. Some recognition is caution. Your soul says, be careful. I have seen this pattern before. Your heart sees truth before your mind accepts it. This is why sometimes you stay in situations your heart has already left. Your heart realized, your heart understood, your heart tried to warn you, but your mind argued, rationalized, explained, excused. Your mind does not like to lose. Your mind fears change. Your mind wants control. But your heart is honest. Your heart is sincere. Your heart is closer to your soul than your mind will ever be. And the soul is closer to Allah than anything in you. So when your heart speaks, listen. Not every emotion is guidance, yes. But there are moments where your heart is not reacting to the present. It is remembering the past of the soul. Have you ever held an object that should mean nothing, yet it moved something inside you? A scent, a song, a piece of fabric, the sound of someone's voice, a silence between words, something small, yet your chest trembled. This is not coincidence. This is memory, not the memory of the brain, but the memory of the soul. Your soul is ancient. Your body is new. Your mind is young, but your soul has known things long before this world existed. That is why your heart can recognize what your mind cannot explain. This is why sometimes you cannot explain why someone's absence hurts more than logic says it should. This is why sometimes love arrives quickly, as if it had already begun long before the encounter. This is why sometimes you feel safe with someone without needing time to build trust. Your soul remembers where it found peace. And sometimes your heart feels discomfort around someone who has done nothing wrong. Your soul remembers where it was harmed. Not every connection is meant to stay. Some are reminders. Some are awakenings. Some are doors. Some are mirrors. Some are lessons. Some are tests. Some are healing. Every soul you meet is placed in your story with purpose. Some to strengthen you. Some to break you. Some to awaken you. Some to guide you home. But the heart recognizes each one before the mind understands why. It is only later, sometimes months, sometimes years, that the mind catches up and finally says, now I understand. But the heart knew from the beginning. The restlessness you feel is not emptiness. My dear brothers and sisters, there are nights where you lay in bed and your chest feels heavy while your mind is quiet. You are not thinking about anything in particular. No memory is hurting you. No present moment is troubling you. Yet something inside you feels unsettled. You try to take a deep breath and it feels like your chest cannot expand. Your heart is not in pain, but it is not at peace either. This feeling is not emptiness. It is not loneliness. It is not sadness. It is your soul trying to speak. Your soul is calling you, even when you are not calling it. Your body eats when it is hungry. Your mind seeks distraction when it is overwhelmed. But your soul, it cries silently when it has been away from Allah for too long. The restlessness you feel is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is a sign that something is right inside you. Your soul remembers something that your life has made you forget. It remembers peace. Peace that was not bought. Peace that did not depend on people. Peace that was not affected by disappointments. Peace that did not need comforting words. A peace that existed when your soul was close to your Creator. Your soul is longing for the one who made it. This is why even when you achieve what you prayed for, even when your life improves, even when you get what you wanted, there is still a quiet place inside you that whispers, there is more. There is something deeper I am looking for, something I cannot name, something I cannot explain, because your soul is not searching for the world. Your soul is searching for Allah. You may try to fill this restlessness with noise, with scrolling, with talking, with entertainment, with work, with people, with movement, with distraction. But once the world slows down and life becomes quiet again, the feeling returns, because distraction only covers the symptoms. It does not soothe the soul. The soul speaks in silence. It does not shout. It does not force. It does not push. It whispers. It says, I miss my Lord. I have been too long in this world. The world is too loud for me. My peace is with the one who created me. Have you ever noticed that your deepest emotions come at times when nothing is happening? When everyone is gone, when the room is still, when your phone is quiet, when you are alone with yourself. The world believes emptiness means something is missing. But in truth, the feeling is not empty, it is too full. Your soul is full of unexpressed prayers, full of emotions that were never spoken, full of tears that were never cried, full of gratitude that was never voiced, full of yearning that has no human language. Your soul is full, but it has no outlet. So it speaks to you through restlessness, through a stirring, through a discomfort that you cannot ignore forever. And no person, no achievement, no excitement can soothe it. Only Allah can. Your soul is trying to return home, not to a place, not to a moment, not to a memory, but to a relationship with its Lord. Your soul is not restless because it is lost. Your soul is restless because it knows exactly where it belongs, and it is gently guiding you back. Sometimes the ache in your chest is a sign of your soul growing, stretching, expanding, awakening, remembering. And yes, awakening hurts, because the soul must break through layers of the world to feel the divine again. This is why the restlessness feels so familiar. You have felt it before, in childhood, in heartbreak, in quiet moments, in the middle of joy, in the middle of tears. The feeling has always been there, like a thread running through your life, pulling you softly toward truth. Your soul has known Allah longer than it has known this world. And now it is knocking on the inside of your heart, saying, Mahab, I am ready to return. Take me back to Him. Nothing in this world can truly satisfy you. My beloved brothers and sisters, there is a reason why no matter how much you achieve, no matter how much you gain, no matter how much of this world you collect, a part of you still feels incomplete. You may receive attention, yet still feel unseen. You may be surrounded by people, yet still feel alone. You may be loved deeply, yet still feel a space inside your chest that no one can fill. That space is sacred. That space does not belong to this world. You see, your body was created from this earth, so the earth can satisfy your body. Food, warmth, shelter, rest, these things soothe the body. But your soul was not created from the earth. Your soul came from Allah, so the world can never satisfy it. You can feed the body with everything it desires, and your soul will still whisper, I am hungry. You can clothe your body in beauty, and your soul will still say, I feel bare. You can surround yourself with noise, entertainment, and people, and your soul will still say, I am lonely, because the soul has only one home, and that home is with Allah. Everything in this world is temporary. Temporary happiness, temporary comfort, temporary companionship, temporary excitement, temporary accomplishments. They come, they touch you for a moment, and then they leave. like water held in your hands. No matter how tightly you hold it, it slips through your fingers. You chase one moment of joy, and as soon as it arrives, you are already looking for the next one. You receive love from others, but it fades, weakens, changes, shifts. You achieve a dream, but the satisfaction lasts only a short while before your heart begins to long again. This is not because your heart is ungrateful. This is not because you are impossible to please. This is not because you are broken. This is because your soul is remembering something. It is remembering a joy that does not fade, a love that does not weaken, a peace that does not end, a home that does not disappear. It is remembering Allah. Your soul knows a happiness deeper than anything the world can offer. So when you taste the world, your soul notices the difference. You laugh, but your soul says, this joy is thin. You celebrate, but your soul says, this feeling is short. You love, but your soul says, this affection is limited, because the soul has tasted a love with no limits, the love of its creator, and now nothing else compares. So we try to fill the soul with the world, and it does not work. We try to fill it with people, but people are fragile. They change, they leave, they disappoint, they forget. Even when they love us, their love has limits. We try to fill it with achievements, but achievements end. A goal reached becomes a memory, not a home. We try to fill it with pleasure, but pleasure fades faster than it arrives. We try to fill it with distractions, but distraction only delays the ache, it does not heal it. Your soul is not restless because there is something wrong with your life. Your soul is restless because it is being fed with things that were never meant to feed it. The soul needs what it was created from: the remembrance of Allah, the closeness to Allah, the love of Allah. Without Allah, the soul starves, even while the body is full. Have you ever seen someone who has everything the world praises? Wealth, fame, beauty, status, yet their eyes look tired, their voice sounds heavy, their smile does not reach their heart? Because the world can decorate the outside, but only Allah can heal the inside. And have you seen someone who has very little, simple clothes, simple home, simple life, yet their eyes shine with peace? Their heart feels soft, their presence is gentle, because they feed the soul, not just the body. My dear heart, you are not hard to satisfy. You are not asking for too much. You are not lost. Your soul is simply remembering where it came from. It knows its home. It knows its truth. It knows its owner. And it is calling you back. Back to prayer. Back to sincerity. Back to quiet. Back to tears. Back to Allah. Not because Allah needs you, but because you need Him. Heartbreak is the doorway back to Allah. My dear brothers and sisters, when the heart breaks, it does not break only in one place. It cracks in ways you cannot see. It shakes the deepest parts of the soul. The world may see your smile, but Allah sees the fracture inside your chest, the silent heaviness, the quiet ache, the tears that fall inside your heart, even when your eyes remain dry. There are people you loved with sincerity, with purity, with honesty. You gave them pieces of yourself, pieces that took years for you to build, but they left, or they changed, or the story ended differently than you hoped, and something inside you collapsed. You may have asked yourself, why did Allah let my heart break like this? Why did He let them enter my life if they were going to leave? Why did I feel something so real only for it to disappear? But my beloved, what if the heartbreak was not a punishment? What if it was a door? Because sometimes if the heart is never broken, it never opens. Sometimes the heart grows so comfortable in this world that it stops looking for Allah. It starts believing that people can fill it, that love from creation is enough, that affection from another human is the final destination. So Allah, in His mercy, not in His cruelty, allows your heart to break, not to destroy you, but to redirect you, not to shatter you, but to rebuild you, not to take away love from you, but to guide you toward a love that never leaves. You see, the heart gets attached easily, too easily. We fall in love with voices, with kindness, with attention, with the idea of being seen. We attach our worth to others without realizing it. And when the person leaves, your heart feels like it is dying. But your heart is not dying. Your heart is being returned. Returned to the one who created it. Returned to the one who has loved you before the day you were born. Returned to the one who will love you long after this world disappears. Sometimes Allah allows someone to walk into your life just long enough for you to remember that your heart is alive, and then He allows them to leave so that you remember where your heart truly belongs. Heartbreak is not a loss. Heartbreak is an awakening, because in heartbreak something happens that does not happen in comfort. You start speaking to Allah with honesty, not formal words, not memorized phrases, not rehearsed prayers, but real prayer. Shaking voice, tears falling, chest trembling, breath breaking in half. Ya Allah, I can't do this alone. This is the doorway. This is the moment the soul becomes sincere. This is the moment the heart kneels. This is the moment pride melts. This is the moment masks fall away and the real you finally speaks to the one who always listened. Your heartbreak is not the moment Allah turned away from you. Your heartbreak is the moment Allah called you back to Him. He removed what you were leaning on because it was blocking you from standing with Him. He took away what you thought was your peace so you could find peace that does not break. He removed your attachment to creation so you could return your attachment to the Creator. And yes, it hurts so deeply, so painfully, so unbearably at times. But your heart is not breaking because you are weak. Your heart is breaking because it is soft enough to feel. And a soft heart is a heart Allah loves. So let the tears fall. Tears are not a sign of failure. They are signs that your heart is still alive. And hearts that are alive can find Allah more easily than hearts turned to stone. Your heartbreak is a bridge between who you were and who you are about to become. A version of you that is wiser, softer, deeper, closer to Allah, more aware of what real love feels like. Because real love begins with Him. Everything else is just a path leading you back to that truth. My beloved hearts, there are wounds that doctors cannot see. There are bruises that do not show on skin. There are scars that do not bleed, but they ache every day. And Allah sees all of them. He sees the moment your voice trembled while you pretended to be strong. He sees the moment your heart broke, but you stayed silent because you didn't want to be a burden. He sees every tear that never reached your eyes. Nothing you felt was unseen. Nothing you endured was wasted. Your heartbreak did not happen to you. It happened for you because Allah wants you to love. But He does not want your heart to kneel at the feet of creation. He wants your heart to kneel for Him alone. And so He gently removes whatever stands between you and Him, even when you beg Him to let it stay. You see, we sometimes love the wrong things too deeply. We love people more than they can carry. We expect them to heal wounds they did not create. We expect them to stay when they were never written to be permanent. We try to make temporary souls feel like eternal homes. But no soul on earth is meant to be your home. Only Allah is. So when Allah removes someone, He's not taking away your home. He is taking away your distraction from your true home. the one your soul has been missing all along. The love of Allah does not break you. It rebuilds you, it strengthens you, it purifies you. It gives your heart a depth that no worldly love can reach. Because Allah does not love you like people love you. People love you when you are easy to love. People love you when you are strong. People love you when you are smiling. People love you when you are giving them what they want. But Allah loves you when you are broken, when you are confused, when you are weak, when you are crying, when you are emptied out and exhausted from pain, when you feel like you have nothing left. Allah loves you at your lowest just as much as He loves you at your highest. Because His love does not depend on your perfection. His love was written before you ever took your first breath. So when your heart breaks, run to Him, not from Him. Cry to Him, not to the world. Speak to Him even if your voice shakes. Say, وَسَنَّا عَدِينَا أَتَعَلَى نَوْمَا بِكَيْنَ مُنَّبُّ يَسْلَامٍ. Ya Allah, you know what I cannot say. You see what I cannot show. You understand what I cannot explain. Feel how your soul softens. Feel how the pain becomes lighter. Not because the situation changed, but because you are no longer carrying it alone. When Allah heals your heart, He does not heal it to make it love less. He heals it to make it love correctly, with balance, with purity, with wisdom, with awareness, with strength. You will love again, but this time you will not surrender your heart to creation. You will keep your heart with Allah and give from your soul without losing yourself. You will love, but you will not drown. You will care, but you will not cling. You will connect, but you will not place your entire happiness in someone else's hands. Because now you understand, no one can complete you. No one can fill your soul. No one can heal your wounds. No one can replace Allah. Heartbreak taught you that. And for that, your heartbreak was a gift. A gentle, painful, necessary gift. Because some hearts only find Allah through the doorway of pain. And the heart that finds Allah never loses anything again. Your soul speaks loudest in silence. My dear brothers and sisters, there are times in your life when the world becomes too loud. Not loud with sound, but loud with worry, loud with thoughts, loud with expectations, loud with pressure. You smile, you speak, you move through your daily life, but inside your heart feels tired. There is a heaviness in your chest that you cannot explain to anyone. You try to describe it, but there are no words. There is no sentence that matches the weight of what you carry. So you become quiet. Not because you have nothing to say, but because your soul is speaking. And the world cannot understand its language. There are moments when you sit alone in your room or in your car or in a corner where no one notices you, and your heart feels something rising inside. Something ancient, something deep, something heavy, something true. This is not loneliness. This is not sadness. This is your soul remembering. Your soul speaks in silence. When the world is loud, you cannot hear it. When your mind is full, you cannot feel it. When you are running from yourself, your soul becomes distant. But when everything becomes quiet, even for just a few seconds, your soul finally finds room to breathe. Have you ever noticed how your deepest emotions arrive in the quiet moments late at night? When the lights are off, when the phone is silent, when everyone else is asleep. That is when something inside you awakens. Your heart begins to soften. Your eyes feel warm. Your breath becomes slow. Your chest loosens. Your soul whispers, come back to Allah. Not in words, but in feeling. You remember the prayer you haven't prayed. You remember the tears you didn't allow yourself to cry. You remember the questions you never asked out loud. You remember the pain you kept hidden behind your strength. You remember the part of you that longs to feel safe again. Your soul is calling you back to the one who has always been near, even when you were far, even when you were distracted, even when you forgot Him, even when your heart was busy with the world. Allah never left you, not for 1 second. And your soul knows this. It has always known. It is your mind that gets distracted. It is your heart that gets attached. It is your body that tires. But your soul knows its source. This is why silence feels so sacred, because silence is where the soul speaks, and Allah is closest. Some of the most important moments of your life will not happen in crowds or conversations or celebrations. They will happen when you are alone with Allah on the floor, with your forehead touching the ground, with tears that have no words, with a heart that is shaking, with a whisper only Allah can hear. That moment is where healing begins. The soul does not speak loudly. It does not force. It does not demand. It whispers softly, gently, lovingly, calling you back to prayer, back to remembrance, back to sincerity, back to your Lord. And sometimes to return to Allah, you must first return to silence. You must allow yourself to be still, to pause, to breathe, to sit with your heart instead of escaping it. Because healing does not happen in distraction. Healing happens in stillness. And in stillness, you will realize something. You were never alone, not for a moment, not for a heartbeat, not for a breath. Allah has been with you in every silence, every tear, every lonely night, every quiet whisper of your heart. And your soul has always known it. My dear heart, sometimes Allah creates your life so He can show you what your heart has been trying to say. There are moments where everything you were holding on to begins to loosen. People become distant. Distractions stop feeling satisfying. Your laughter no longer hides your pain. Your busyness no longer fills the emptiness. At first, this feels frightening. It feels like something is wrong. But look deeper. This is mercy. Allah is not taking things away from you. He is clearing space inside you so your soul can speak again. When the world becomes silent, your soul remembers. It remembers every tear you swallowed instead of crying. It remembers every time you pretended to be strong when you were breaking inside. It remembers every moment you wanted to pray but didn't know how to speak. It remembers every heartbreak, every disappointment, every quiet wound. Your soul holds stories your voice has never told. And in silence, those stories rise to the surface, not to drown you, but to free you, because healing begins the moment you stop running from yourself. You see, so many people live their whole lives filling every moment with noise, just to avoid hearing the sound of their own heart. Scrolling, talking, music, entertainment, work, movement. Because silence is confronting. Silence shows you the truth. Silence reveals what you tried to bury. But the silence is also where Allah meets you. Because Allah speaks to the heart, and the heart can only hear Him when it is still. Have you ever noticed that some of the most life-changing moments happen when you are completely alone? When you sit quietly and suddenly feel like crying without knowing why. When your chest becomes heavy and you take a breath just to hold yourself together. When memories you thought you forgot rise like waves, not to drown you, but to cleanse you. This is not sadness. This is your soul clearing space for Allah to enter. Do not run from these moments. These are sacred moments. Moments where Allah is calling you closer. Your tears in silence are not signs of weakness. They are signs of awakening. Your hands that tremble in quiet prayer are not signs of brokenness. They are signs of surrender. Your voice that cracks when you speak to Allah is not a sign of despair. It is a sign of intimacy. Because when your soul speaks in silence, Allah listens. He listens to the words you cannot form. He listens to the pain you cannot describe. He listens to the hopes you are afraid to say out loud. He listens to the dreams you buried beneath fear. He listens to the wounds you hide behind strength. No tear goes unnoticed. No sigh goes unheard. No trembling breath is ignored. And sometimes, before Allah answers your prayers, He quits your world so you can hear Him answer. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is conversation. Conversation between your heart and the one who created it. So when the world becomes quiet and the ache rises in your chest, do not run away. Sit with it. Let your heart speak. Let your soul breathe. Let your tears fall. Say nothing. Just be present. Allah is with you in that silence, closer than anyone has ever been, closer than anyone will ever be, closer than your own breath, and your soul knows it. Your soul finds peace only with Allah. My beloved brothers and sisters, every one of us is searching for peace. Some search for it in people, some in relationships, some in success, some in money, some in attention, some in being loved. But no matter how far you travel, no matter how much you achieve, no matter how deeply you are loved, there will always be a quiet space inside your heart that remains untouched, a space that nothing in this world can fill. You may wake up one morning with everything you once prayed for, yet still feel a heaviness in your chest. You may sit in a gathering full of laughter, yet feel something silent inside you aching softly. You may be held by someone who loves you, yet still feel a loneliness no arms can remove. This emptiness is not a flaw. It is not a sign of weakness. It is not a sign that something is wrong with your life. This emptiness is your soul calling you to return. You see, your heart was created to know Allah. Your soul was created to be close to Him. Your peace was written only in His presence. So when your heart becomes attached to the world, to people, to outcomes, to desires, to expectations, the heart becomes restless. Not because the world is bad, but because the world is not your home. Your soul came from Allah. And no matter where you go, no matter what you do, no matter who you meet, your soul will always long to return to Him, even when you do not realize it, even when you are distracted, even when you are enjoying life, even when you are surrounded by blessings. Your soul remembers. It remembers the peace it had before this world. Peace without fear. Peace without heartbreak. Peace without disappointment. Peace without loss. Peace without pain. A peace so deep that this world cannot imitate it. That is why temporary happiness feels light, short, fleeting, incomplete, because the soul recognizes the difference between what is temporary and what is eternal. Your heart breaks when it attaches to what fades. Your heart aches when it loves what leaves. Your heart trembles when it chases what was never meant to stay. Because the heart was not created to anchor itself to creation. It was created to anchor itself to the Creator. No person can give you peace. No relationship can hold the weight of your soul. No dream can quiet the storm inside you. No achievement can silence the longing in your chest. Because your heart does not belong to this world. It belongs to Allah. And this is the secret of peace. When you remember Allah, your heart softens, your breathing slows, your eyes become warm, your chest loosens, your soul sighs gently because it recognizes home. Not a place, not a person, not a moment, but a presence. The presence of the one who has been with you in every moment of your life. even the ones you thought you endured alone. There were nights when you cried silently and did not know how to explain your pain to anyone. Allah was with you. There were moments you were smiling on the outside, but breaking on the inside. Allah was with you. There were times you had no answers, no direction, no clarity, no strength. Allah was with you. He has been with you through every breath, every wound, every joy, every fall, every rising, every prayer, every silence. Your soul has never been without Him. It only feels distant when the world becomes loud and the heart becomes distracted. But the moment you say, Ya Allah, I need you, even quietly, even shakily, even with tears, peace begins to return. Not all at once, not immediately, but gently, softly, like dawn after a long night. Because peace does not arrive from outside you. Peace awakens from within you, and Allah places it there. My dear heart, peace is not something you find in the world. Peace is something Allah places inside you when He is remembered. When the heart is with Allah, even pain feels lighter, even loneliness feels gentle, even uncertainty feels guided. And when the heart is away from Allah, even joy feels incomplete. Even love feels heavy. Even success feels empty. Because peace is not the absence of problems. Peace is the presence of Allah. There are people in this world who have very little, yet their hearts shine with calmness. Their footsteps are steady. Their eyes are soft and unburdened. And there are people who have everything, but their eyes look tired, their smiles look forced, their hearts tremble with fear of losing what they have gained. The difference is not what they possess. The difference is who their hearts belong to. Your heart belongs to Allah. And until you return it to Him, it will keep searching. Searching in people, searching in approval, searching in achievements, searching in memories, searching in future dreams, searching in all directions except the right one. Your heart does not want the world. Your heart wants its creator. This is why sometimes you feel a sudden wave of sadness for no clear reason. Why you feel a quiet age. Even when life is calm, your soul is reminding you, you need Allah. Not because you are weak, but because you were created to rely on Him. Strength is not in being independent. Strength is in knowing where to return. You can try to carry your heart on your own, but it will become heavy. You can try to heal yourself alone, but the wounds will reopen. You can try to silence your pain with distractions, but the silence will always return. Because the soul does not accept substitutes. There is only one who knows how to hold your heart without breaking it. Only one who knows how to heal your wounds without reopening them. Only one who understands your tears without needing them explained. Only one who loves you not because of who you are, but because of who He is. Allah. So sit with your heart. Do not run from it. Do not drown it in noise. Do not numb it with the world. Let your heart speak. Let your soul breathe. Let your tears fall. Let the silence surround you. And in that silence, say just one sentence. Oh Allah, I am here. Say it softly. Say it painfully. Say it with trembling lips. Say it through tears. Say it with sincerity, even if you have nothing else to offer. And watch what happens inside you. A warmth begins to rise. A softening, a loosening, a remembering. Because when the heart calls Allah, Allah responds, not always by changing your situation, but by changing you, by calming your chest, by quieting your thoughts, by holding your heart in a way no human hand can. And then you will realize your peace was never missing. It was just waiting for you to return. My dear heart, there comes a moment in every person's life when they realize something very important. no matter how much love you receive from people, no matter how many arms hold you, no matter how many voices comfort you, something inside you still quietly whispers, I need Allah, because there is a kind of peace that no human can give you, a kind of safety no home can offer, a kind of belonging no relationship can provide. Only Allah can fill the space that He created within you. A space shaped exactly in the form of remembrance. A space carved for intimacy with your Lord. A space that will ache until it returns to Him. You may think, if I just fix my life, I will feel better. If I just find the right person, I will feel complete. If I just reach this goal, I will finally be at peace. If I just heal from this pain, I will feel whole again. But peace does not come after life changes. Peace comes when your heart changes. When your heart remembers Allah. When your heart surrenders. When your heart lets go of the illusion that the world can save it. Because you were never meant to carry your heart alone. Your heart is too precious, too tender, too deep, too easily wounded, too easily attached, too easily broken. Your heart was meant to be held by Allah. And when Allah holds your heart, something beautiful happens. What used to break you no longer destroys you. What used to scare you no longer controls you. What used to consume your thoughts no longer buries you. What used to overwhelm your chest now feels light. Not because the world changed, but because your heart found where it belongs. And slowly, without any dramatic moment, without any sudden miracle, without any loud transformation, you begin to breathe differently. Your heart beats softer. Your chest feels open. Your tears no longer feel like pain. They feel like release, healing, returning. You start to understand that peace was never outside of you. It was inside you all along, covered by noise, buried under fear, silent beneath your thoughts. And the moment you truly turn to Allah, even with trembling hands, even with broken prayers, even with a heart that doesn't know what it needs, He lifts the heaviness, not all at once, not suddenly, but gently, patiently, lovingly, like sunrise, soft, gradual, inevitable. Because peace is not something Allah throws at you. Peace is something Allah awakens within you. And when Allah awakens peace inside you, nothing in this world can take it away. Not loss, not disappointment, not loneliness, not uncertainty, not change, not love, not heartbreak. Because you will know, not just in your mind, but in your heart, that Allah is with you. And the one who has Allah can lose everything and still be whole. Allah never left you. My beloved brothers and sisters, there are moments in life when you feel like you are walking alone. Your room is quiet, your phone is silent, your thoughts are loud, your heart feels heavy. You look around and realize nobody sees what you are carrying. Nobody understands what you are fighting. Nobody knows how hard you are trying just to keep breathing. And in that moment, you may think, maybe I am truly alone. But listen carefully, that thought itself is the whisper of your exhaustion, not the whisper of truth. Because the truth is simpler, softer, and closer than your own heartbeat. Allah never left you, not when you were smiling, not when you were crying, not when you were hopeful, not when you were broken, not when you were strong, not when you felt weak, not when you walked away, not when you tried to return, not even when you forgot Him. He did not forget you. There were nights you cried into your pillow and no one heard you, but Allah heard every tear before it fell. There were moments you felt like your chest would collapse from the weight you carried, but Allah held your heart in place. There were days you could not explain your sadness, even to yourself. But Allah understood every emotion you could not name. People saw your face. Allah saw your soul. People listened to your words. Allah heard your silence. People noticed your mistakes. Allah saw your intentions. And there were moments so silent, so small, so hidden, that even you did not recognize them. Moments where you were about to fall apart, about to break, about to give up. But something inside you said, just hold on a little longer. That voice, that strength, that breath, that flicker of hope was Allah. Not your willpower, not your resilience, not your mental strength, not your logic. It was Allah whispering to your soul, I am here. I have always been here. And I am not going anywhere. You survived nights that should have broken you. You survived memories that still sting. You survived storms you never speak about. You did not survive them because you are strong. You survived because Allah was with you in ways you did not see. You thought you were walking alone, but Allah was carrying you quietly, gently, patiently. He softened the pain just enough so it would not destroy you. He strengthened your heart just enough so it would not collapse. He placed small lights along your darkest paths. A kind word, a moment of peace, a breath of relief, a tear that felt like cleansing. So you would know, not with your mind, but with your heart, that He is near. And my beloved, He is near right now, closer than the pulse in your wrist, closer than the breath in your lungs, closer than the thoughts in your mind, closer than anyone has ever been. You don't need to call out loudly to reach Him. You don't need perfect words. You don't need to understand everything you feel. Just place your hand on your chest and whisper even silently, Ya Allah, I am tired, but I know you are with me. Feel how your soul responds. Feel how your eyes soften. Feel how your heart loosens. Feel how your breath deepens. That comfort, that warmth, that gentle calm is Allah answering you, not with words, but with presence. Because Allah does not need to say, I am with you. He lets your heart feel it. My dear heart, sometimes you look back at your life and wonder, how did I make it through that? How did I survive something that deep? How did I walk through that level of pain and still remain soft? How did I keep going when I felt like I had nothing left? And the answer is simple, but it is not something the world taught you to recognize. Allah held you, not your strength, not your will, not your confidence, not your plans. Allah, there were battles you did not have the power to fight, but Allah fought them for you. There were wounds you did not have the ability to heal, but Allah healed them quietly while you slept. There were moments your heart was tired of beating, but Allah kept it beating anyway. And yet, you think you are alone? You think Allah left? No, beloved, He has been closer to you than anyone ever has. He was with you on the nights when your tears came before your words. He was with you on the mornings you did not want to rise, but you rose anyway. He was with you on the days you smiled so no one would see how deeply you were aching inside. He has always been with you. Do you know what is beautiful? Even when you walked away from Him, He did not close the door. Even when you forgot Him, He did not forget you. Even when you gave your heart to the wrong things, He waited for you to return. Even when you felt too ashamed to pray, He placed something in your chest that missed Him. That ache was not sadness, it was your soul remembering its home. Your soul remembers a love that does not abandon, a love that does not change, a love that does not need explanation, a love that does not need perfection, a love that existed before the world touched you, a love from Allah. And the most beautiful whisper in all of existence is this: you can return to Allah at any moment. There is no too late. There is no too far. There is no too broken. There is no too damaged. There is no too sinful. Every moment you breathe is an invitation to come back. Allah does not wait for you to be perfect. Allah waits for you to be sincere. Just sincere, even if your dua is only, Ya Allah, help me. Even if your prayer is only, Ya Allah, guide me. Even if your heart can only say, Ya Allah, I miss you. Even if your voice breaks, even if you feel unworthy, even if you feel lost, especially if you feel lost, because Allah is closest to those who are lost and trying to find their way. Your return does not have to be dramatic. It does not need to be loud. It does not need to be seen by others. Sometimes the greatest return to Allah is a single tear that falls quietly when nobody is watching. Sometimes the most sincere worship is the moment you sit alone in your room and finally admit, I cannot do this alone. And Allah says, my dear heart, lean into Him. Even if you don't know how, even if you feel nothing, even if you are tired, just lean. Because Allah never left you and He never will. My dear heart, you have walked through nights you thought would never end. You have carried pain you never spoke about. You have stayed silent when your soul was crying. You have rebuilt yourself over and over again, quietly, gently, alone. And every time you broke, Allah was the one who held the pieces. You see, Allah does not just love you when you are strong. He loves you especially when you are weak, when you feel small, when you feel tired, when you feel like you have nothing left to offer. Your weakness does not push Allah away. Your weakness pulls Him closer. When your hands are empty, Allah fills them. When your heart is heavy, Allah lifts it. When your soul is tired, Allah rests it. Allah never asked you to be unbreakable. He only asked you to turn to Him each time you break. Your tears do not make you less faithful. Your doubts do not disqualify you. Your struggles do not distance you. Your imperfections do not make you unlovable. Because Allah does not love you for your perfection. He loves you because He created you. And He created your heart to break so that it could open. He created your tears so that your soul could soften. He created your longing so that you would seek Him. He created your emptiness so that He could fill it. My dear heart, you are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. Your journey with Allah is unfolding exactly as it was meant to. Every delayed prayer, every quiet tear, every trembling whisper, every moment you tried to return but didn't know how, every night you said tomorrow with a tired voice, Allah saw all of it. And He is still inviting you, still calling you, still waiting for you, still loving you. You don't need to fix everything before returning to Him. You don't need to be pure to speak to Him. You don't need to be strong to kneel before Him. You don't need to know what to say. Just come as you are, tired, confused, wounded, hopeful, numb, hungry for peace. Come with your real heart, not the heart you show to the world. Because Allah answers the prayer of the real heart. The trembling heart, the broken heart, the lost heart, the heart that whispers instead of speaks. You do not need to convince Allah to love you. He already does, more than anyone ever has, more than anyone ever will. If you could see how Allah is protecting you, guiding you, carrying you, softening you, preparing you, you would fall into sujood and sob from gratitude. The story you think is falling apart is actually being rearranged into something gentler, something wiser, something more beautiful, something more you, something closer to Him. So breathe, just breathe. You have not lost Allah. You have never lost Allah. Your heart just got tired on the way. But now you are remembering. Your soul is turning back. Your chest is loosening. Your eyes are warming. Your breath is deepening. your hands are softening, your heart is opening, you are returning. Not because you forced yourself, not because you are strong, but because Allah called you back with a whisper only your soul could hear. A whisper that said, I never left you, come home. And you heard it. That is the golden whisper. That whisper is the proof that Allah loves you. Because if He did not love you, your heart would not miss Him. The longing you feel is love. The ache you feel is guidance. The tears you hide are your soul remembering. You are being pulled back to the one who has been with you from the very beginning and will remain with you beyond the end. Allah never left you, and now you are slowly coming back to Him. My dear heart, you were never meant to carry this world alone. You were never meant to hold every fear, every memory, every disappointment, every hope, every unanswered question in your chest. Your heart was made fragile on purpose, not to break you, but to guide you. A fragile heart knows it needs Allah. A fragile heart bows. A fragile heart cries. A fragile heart remembers. A fragile heart learns how to surrender. The strongest souls are the ones who have knelt the lowest in sujood. The closest servants to Allah are not those who lived with no pain, but those who found Allah inside their pain. You have been hurt in ways you never told anyone. You have forgiven things you still remember. You have loved people who did not know how to love you back. You have stayed when others left. You have kept your heart gentle even when the world was harsh with you. And Allah saw it all. He saw the patience you never spoke about. He saw the heartbreak you hid behind silence. He saw the attempts you made to stay kind, even when your chest felt like it was collapsing. Do you think any of that is wasted? No, beloved. Not a single tear you shed in secret went unnoticed by the one who created your soul. Every tear watered your garden. Every pain deepened your heart. Every struggle expanded your capacity to feel. Every disappointment redirected you toward Him. Some hearts grow flowers after the fire. Yours is one of them. You see, Allah is not just healing your heart, He is transforming it. The version of you before the heartbreak was soft, yes, but the version of you after the heartbreak is true. There is softness with awareness, love with strength, hope with wisdom, faith with depth. The world may think heartbreak weakens you, but Allah knows heartbreak is how He shapes the saints. Look at yourself. You are not the same person who once begged for love from people who could not hold your heart. You are not the same person who once believed you had to chase to be chosen. You are not the same person who once feared being alone. Your loneliness has become your sanctuary. Your silence has become your prayer room. Your pain has become your teacher. Your heart has become your compass. And Allah has become your home. You no longer ask, why did this happen to me? Now your heart whispers, there was something Allah wanted me to see. You no longer cry because something ended. You cry because something real is beginning. A new connection, a deeper relationship, a purer love, a softer heart, a clearer soul, a return, not to a moment, not to a memory, not to a person, but to Allah. You are not going back to who you were. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. And the most beautiful part, you are doing it quietly, gently, softly, without announcing it to the world. Transformation is happening deep inside you, like seeds beneath the soil, silent, hidden, sacred, alive. Allah is growing you in private because your blooming will be seen in public. The pain you are healing from now is becoming the light you will shine later. Your heart is learning how to love again, but this time without losing itself. Your soul is remembering where peace lives, but this time it will not forget. You are returning to Allah, not by force, not by fear, not by guilt, but by love. Love that was always inside you. Love that was written for you. Love that will never abandon you. Allah never left you. And now you are learning how to never leave Allah. My dear brother, my dear sister, if your heart feels different right now, if your chest feels lighter, if your eyes feel warm, if something inside you feels like it has finally exhaled, then understand this. Your soul heard what it has been waiting for. And this moment, this stillness, this softness you feel is not the end of something. It is the beginning. You are not going back to who you were. You are not returning to the old version of yourself. You are not stepping back into old pain, old patterns, old wounds. No. You are returning to Allah. And the one who returns to Allah never returns empty. Your story is not over. Your heart is not finished. Your soul is not tired beyond repair. You are being rebuilt. You are being rewritten. You are being guided with a gentleness you cannot even see yet. So tonight, in Nakhan, before you sleep, place your hand on your heart and whisper, just whisper, "Oh Allah, do not let me lose this feeling." And I promise you, the one who brought you here, the one who placed this video in your path, the one who softened your heart enough to listen, will not let you go. He has never left you. He will never leave you. And He is closer to you now than at any moment before this. So rest. Your heart is safe. Your soul is seen. Your pain is understood. And your return has already begun. Until we meet again, may Allah hold your heart gently. Ameen.